Michael?
Hello, Lisa. Kimrao.
Hami Che.
Che. Okay. Ja, ja. Ja, I Fatinas Blyana by Shekanchikai. It's
Ons and Temecula.
Oh,
Kuchuk. Gusonrisha, especially Gusonrisha. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, how a mesk an asach. Fasak would be desert. Fasak. Yeah. Though,
Fata?
yeah, Fasak. Fasak.
Fatak.
Fasak. Yeah, though it's interesting, the the Gaelic conception of desert, Fasak, is that of a forest wilderness. What's more like wilderness. Here in the Southwest, we mean, when we say desert, we mean, sand and, dry and hot and all that. So it depends on what part of the world you're in, what you mean by a desert. So anyway, cool.
Yeah, would anyone in Scotland actually see a desert? I mean, they would have to leave, but
Right.
would they
When
know?
they traveled, I mean, they could go to Northern Africa, and see a desert there. That'd be close to them. Or if they've traveled in the States, come out to the Southwest, they'd see a desert, but not in Scotland. Not what we would call a desert.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Well, they really have a lot of water
Yeah,
there.
they have a water. Yeah.
Yeah. So I came back with a cold. Poor James got it first. And so then I got it. but
Mm.
everyone had it. And so, yeah, so about the desert, yeah, so water. So the first uh, day that we were in Scotland, well, he had told me, he says, um, now I think we should, make a pact. And so meet up at 7 a.m. for breakfast every day. I go,
Mm.
oh, shoot, this is really going to be a challenge. And so I said, okay, okay. So we got to our place and I went promptly to sleep and woke up at 5:30 like it was great. So I get in the shower, I pull the nozzle and whoosh, it was like, wait, I'm not ready for all that water. The turn the sink on. Oh, it just rushed.
Oh,
Flush the toilet. It was, you know, uh, it was for us here in California, Southern California, that, oh, you don't dare turn the faucet full on.
right.
When your hot water's coming on, you save it and take that other out to put on your flowers. And you just don't waste any water. And certainly they won't give you water pressure
Yeah, yeah,
here where I live anyway. So that was just a shock to me. But then
uh,
it was really a pleasure. And then
yeah,
I didn't feel like they were wasting. They had too much of it.
yeah. Okay, yeah. So, did you go to all the Logan events?
I did.
Uh-huh.
I have to tell you, it was more than I had expected. It really was meaningful. And the Lord Lion sent his right hand man, and then a person that is working for them also came, and then the chief of the Hunter clan, she came, and then later I found out that she was one of the richest women in Scotland.
Oh, okay. There you
And
go.
so, in her own right,
Uh-huh.
and she lives in the Hunterston castle, that if you are a hunter and you make reservations, she will receive you and show you around a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So we weren't hunters, so we didn't get to see it. But
Uh,
it was so nice, and it was really great that we missed the meet and greet, but the following morning we got down to the breakfast buffet at 7 a.m., and so then people started coming in, and oh, it was like he was holding court.
uh,
Oh, you're here. We didn't think you would make it, and so that was very heartwarming for me. And then oh, come to the bar, so and so. So I have to say, I never thought I'd spend so much time in a bar with James Logan, but if you ever said, hey James, you had about five or six people turning men's answering. But it was very fun, and the ceremony was very good. The Lord Lion assistant, I forgot his name. He did give me his card. I did invite him to San Diego, House of Scotland. I mean,
oh,
that's the only thing I could do to, be polite. I wasn't a Logan that was really concentrated on the Logans,
uh-huh.
but he made some really good points, and it was captured, recorded on, I think it's called live YouTube. I'm sure he told you they had hundreds of people from
Oh,
all
yeah.
over. So,
Yeah. He regaled us with a PowerPoint presentation.
he gave it to you? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was one.
Well,
And
have you seen the presentation?
Yes, and there were three. He was the middle one. And so the first one, John
Fine.
Marchbanks,
PowerPoint presentation with pictures and everything.
yes.
Okay, okay.
So, well, the first one did not have all of that. He had some pictures, and there was someone up in, that they had hired to manage all of this, and they had to give the all of their materials and like that. And then there was someone after. But so the Lord Lion person, the point I'll get around and make quickly is that this Logan thing was so important because they were really, I don't know, this is paraphrasing, really losing their culture quickly. And they were, and they felt like that by this thing happening in the United States, plus others like it, coming to Scotland, pulling people from around the world back into this was going to be the way that um, that culture will stay alive. And so instead of, he said, people talk about, it being dispersed, but it coming back was, the Lord Lion felt was going to save the culture in Scotland. Now that was what he meant in a 40-minute speech,
Okay, okay.
but that's what he meant.
Right,
And
yeah.
so that's what made me go up and talk to him about it.
All right. Oh, good. Good. All
Yeah.
right, Cleve. I guess, well, Heather on show. Come around with Heather. Okay.
Haguma. Haguma.
Cleve. I guess Tim on show. Could you?
Tim on show? All right.
I'm here. I'm a ski.
Avelus.
Mm-hmm. Been busy.
All right. Train. Ski is
Train.
train.
But I'm tired too.
Train.
And ski.
Ski.
August ski.
Ski.
D on show. Fàilte D.
Hello.
Okay.
Oh,
She
D.
told you.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Sgeulachd. Goechen. We're happy to see you. Okay, Gleba. All right. Gleba. Okay. Any questions or points of interest or yeah, yes.
Okay, we're coming into the summer, and in the past, it's been our years and ours custom to do for us, Houses of Scotland, to do a campaign for new members for, I think, September. So I'm wanting to know if you think about it and want to do it again. You can think about it and let me know.
Okay. Let's see. Let me think about it. Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, well then we'll start and I can contact you and we'll start putting stuff together and sending out. We don't have a Vista game this year.
Oh, that's right. No Vista games. Okay. All right. So anyway, so I hope everybody here will want to go on to the second year. Okay.
Mhm.
And then that would, yeah, I don't know how to phrase it, but open up space for a new first year class. So yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, and there's a couple people who dropped out because of personal reasons and said that they might be interested in restarting the first year. So so that gives us a head start.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and anybody here who wants to repeat the first year, please let me know and I'll put you on that list. But otherwise, like I said, I hope you'll want to continue. to the second year, we'll do all sorts of interesting things. Okay. Question mark. Okay. All right. Okay. Levo. All right. Okay. Well, let's turn our attention to well, you got to share. Okay. Where are we? Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Capital. Brianna Ahun. Jechen. I think it's Gaelic. Okay. 20 and 12. Okay. 32. Okay. All right. So anyway, so here's our piper of the week. Oh, so now, those of you who missed last week, for a couple weeks, we're not doing new material, but we're using stuff. We're using the forms that we've learned previously, and right now I'm concentrating. Well, we're doing Trì Mucan Beaga, which helps us repeat the lessons on the simple past tense. There's other forms, other verb forms that are used in the story, but primarily the simple past tense. And so we get to see a little bit of how that's used. And I hope that before we break for the summer, I'll have a chance to introduce you to the simple future. The Gaelic has a future tense. Now, we've been using be, like be me a dole, I will be going. But Gaelic has a true future tense, which English doesn't have. English just uses the, which is not to disrespect English at all, but English just uses the auxiliary verb will. There's no other way to state the future tense. But Gaelic has not only the will form, the equivalent to the will form, be me a dole, I will be going, but also a true future tense that operates in the same way that the past tense does. Okay, so anyway, but we'll get to that. But anyway, here's our piper of the week. Okay, in the Trì Mucan Beaga. Oh, I should put Pipera non Trì Mucan Beaga. Okay, the piper of the three little pigs. Okay, Pipera non Trì Mucan Beaga. All right. Okay. All right. So anyway, and the two other little pigs are in little kilts, and they're dancing. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, Clàr na Seachdaine, schedule of the week. Well, Fàilte, of course. Okay. Seanfhacal na Seachdaine, we'll get to that. Okay. Gràmar na Seachdaine, as I said, we're cleachdadh. We're using the simple past tense. Trì Mucan Beaga, and I think we have one or two more pages with spot. Okay. And the entire, and if you want to go back to the entire spot book that we've been working from, that's in week 26. And so you can go to the link and go to week 26, and then you get the whole book. Because I've just been showing it, week by week. Okay, anyway, and we'll go back to Gaol Ise. We'll review that one more week, okay? Because I think it's helpful to go over these songs more than just once. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. And Fàilte, word of the day. And this was kind of interesting. I chanced upon this. Pat was talking about saving the culture. Well, Gaelic culture is more widespread than we might think. Here's a cute little video. Gaelic culture in India, of all places.
Mm.
Oh, wait. Okay. Hold on. I have to do the computer sound. Can you hear it?
No.
You hear music?
No,
No,
What? No?
no.
Oh,
no, just
darn
somebody
it.
moving.
What?
It's just somebody moving. That's all we see.
Slowly. Quickly.
Can you hear it?
No.
No.
Oh, that's too bad. This
Oh,
is
that's weird.
crying.
Well, I'm picking up from, I'm doing the share sound. Hold on a second. Oh, this thing continues to give me. I'm doing the share sound. Okay. And, let me see, audio, microphone. Oh, wait, well, see if I can select a mic. Eddie, try this. Do you hear that?
No, it almost sounded like a sound.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Same system. Can you hear me now?
We hear you.
You
Yeah.
hear me, okay, but not this.
Yeah.
I hear something now.
But you can't hear that, right?
No,
Not
it's
really.
the video, but it's kind of garbled.
Yeah, kind of garbled. Yeah, okay, all right. Anyway, well, the point is, Indian girl, she's in tartan, and there's bagpipes and drums playing in the background and singing Scotland the Brave, or words to the effect of Scotland the Brave. Okay, so anyway, go back to it when you have a chance
Okay.
and find the link. Okay, so and I have no hope that the other one will work either. So anyway, because I've got another one now. This is. We'll go here, see if this works. Okay, it probably won't.
Gaelic phrase of the day is for don't lose your head.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
That's
Don't
weird. You
lose
heard
your
that,
head.
but not the other
Yes,
one. Yeah,
I
don't
did.
lose your head. Okay, so anyway, so
Now, if you have had a day like I have had, take a deep breath. It will get better. Stay calm. Don't lose your head. So that's na Kyle do hiawn.
No, Kyle.
Na
Kyle.
Kyle
Kyle.
do
No.
hiawn.
Kyle.
Na Kyle do
Kyle.
hiawn.
No.
okay.
Don't
There we
Kyle.
go. Great phrase.
Cal.
Yeah, poor girl looks like she's near tears. She must have had a rough day. Yeah, so it's not Kyle Dohoun. Okay, not Kyle. That's how you form with the negative. You put na in front of the root verb, na Kyle, not lenited, but na Kyle, do your hound. And remember, do the possessive pronoun do lenites. So Nakail Dochown, and count is head. So don't lose your head. Okay. Nakail Dochown. Okay.
Now, if you have had a day like I've had, better days are coming. Let's stay positive. Make sure to hit subscribe and follow along to learn some more Scottish Gaelic. Scottish Gaelic phrase of the day is for.
Okay, there we go. The
Don't
Scottish
lose your
Gaelic
head.
word of the day. Nakail Dochown.
No,
Yeah,
Kyle.
so remember that when you're having a tough day.
Dochown.
Okay. Just say to yourself, Nakail Dochown. Don't lose your head. All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
Don't Kyle.
All right, so here's the Shanach on the Shekinah. Oops, what are we doing? Want to get one page up? Okay. The Shar on Taraf Helton Roat, the Hilton Astoye. Okay, so say that with me. The Shar on Taraf Helton
It's not
It's not
Sure.
fun.
Nara Todd of Shelton.
Hilton Rowett,
Row it.
the Hilton Ostoye.
Nahelton
Yay.
Ostoye.
Okay. It is better to see the bull row it ahead of you than seeing it behind you. Ostoye. Okay. Okay. The Shah on top of Hilton row it. The Hilton Ostoye. Okay. All right. So just remember that. Okay. And if you do find it behind you, Nakail Dokan. Okay. So anyway, so it's better to see the bull in front of you than behind you, or figuratively, better safe than sorry. Okay. But yeah. But I like this one better. Better to see it in front of you than behind you. Okay. All right. Okay. And a couple of notes on language. Nishar,
Sure.
better.
Better.
Yar is the comparative of ma, okay, which is irregular. It's an irregular comparative. Gaelic has a few irregular comparatives, and we haven't gotten to the comparative. That'll come in year 2, okay. But yar, or in this case, nashar, is better, okay. And roet is a prepositional pronoun of before you, ro u. Okay, so it's mashed together, ro, which is before, and u, which of course in front of you, which is you, and ostoye, behind you. Okay, a complex construction, ostoye, meaning something like in your behind or in your rear. Okay, ostoye. J in various constructions means behind or in the back. A muyirik is at last, finally. Okay, all right. So muyirik how would be and all come from the same root. Ostoye, behind you. Okay, and do again. We have the prepositional pronoun. No, I'm sorry. The possessive pronoun. Do, in your back, in your behind. Okay, so meaning behind you, not in your bottom. Okay, but behind you. Okay, ostoye. All right. Anyway, all right. So nishar on top of Hilton roet, the Hilton ostoye. So have foresight, be looking ahead. Yeah, yeah. Oh, just yeah. I always think of this when I'm driving down the road, and half mile ahead or a mile ahead, I see a huge truck stopped by the side of the road. Maybe it's doing work or something like that, right? And so I change lanes and I'm going past, and there's somebody sitting there right behind the truck like they'd never noticed it, from a mile back. Yeah, they're just sitting there. Where'd this truck come from? Anyway, but Sharon Todd of Hilton Roet. It's better to see, or in this case, Sharon Lori Hilton Roet, the truck to see in front of you. Okay, all right, okay, all right. Grammar na shechina, okay? A klekich na gunsi shin. Using what we learned, and right here, we have. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Okay, all right, okay. A klekich, that's the verbal noun, a klekich, using, a klekich, okay? Na yunsich sheen. Na, that which, okay, that which. Na is used sometimes when you don't have a definite thing to put in there, okay? It means something like that which. Yunsich. Again, the simple past tense, yunsich. The root verb would be yunsich right here, yunsich. And so remember, the simple past tense for the verbs that begin with a vowel calls for a kind of lenition, but the lenition with just a vowel by itself is the DH apostrophe, yunsich. Gyunsikshin. Okay, using what we learned. Okay, right. Okay, Trì Mucan Beaga. All right. Okay, and so a leantainn,
A
following
lantern?
leantainn, fara statsin shekin shakai. Okay, fara statsin where
Far.
we stop.
Touching.
Far.
Touching, say hi.
For a
Where
start.
we stop, Shekin Shakai,
Second.
Hi.
past week. Literally, it means, it's like last week, but it's literally something like the second that passed, that's gone past, the second that went, okay? Or not the second, the week, okay? The week that passed, Shakai, okay? Continuing from where we stopped last week, okay? All right, okay. So here's the picture. You can reference the picture. Okay. So anyway, so Hoshek Strown, Farlan Ro Stronak, a Shane on Òran Echa. Okay, so say with me, Hoshek Strown,
Kosik, Shram,
Farlan Ro Stronak,
Farnram Shronak,
Shane on Òran Echa.
Ashen Orn Echo.
Okay, so Strown walked, Hoshek, past tense, Fardan Row, where Stronach was, Stronach, okay? A Shane on Òran Echa, singing his song on Òran Echa, okay? We haven't gotten to the genitive yet, but that's the genitive of Òran, okay? Okay, so, and this is the regular past tense, okay? Okay. Haroe Fater Falav
Rovi Fata
On
Fala,
Roy Father Falev.
was not far, okay? Haro, Fater Falav, far away, okay? Vastronach Atoko,
Pastrona Atogo.
Aya Echa,
Antaya Eka.
Eka,
Kuchich.
Kuchki,
Kuchuk.
Kuchich.
Stronach was building a toko. Also, the verb is also used to be lifting, okay? But it's but in this sense, in terms of a building, it's to build a building. But it's not to build or to make something else. I mean, like you don't tokol a cake, for instance. Okay, but it's specifically used for a building, in the same sense that the Amish would raise a barn, barn raising, something like that, a tokol, because it means its root meaning is to lift something. Okay, tokol antaya eka kuchuk. Mar avraher,
Ma Braher,
as his brother, or like his brother. Okay, avraher, braher would be brother, because it's the possessive for he or his Lenites, year a of the Jashel,
Ye Jisho,
year, past tense of ear, which would be want. Okay, we've seen it before as in agiri, hami agiri, which would be the verbal noun. So year would be the past tense of the Jashel. Jashel would be ready or finished. On an unya gurich.
on the Uni Girish,
Short time.
A short time, very good. Okay, on an unya gurich. On toshik,
on Toshik,
okay, literally something like at the beginning, but translated as first. Shmunyach a,
Mujik
Muni
okay, he thought, okay, and then you note that with the SM, we don't have a lenition. SM cannot be lenited. So, yeah, so the past tense looks like the root. Okay, smunyake muntokole konlach.
Montokole Kunlak.
Un about, okay, tokole konlach, building with straw. Ach kogun a.
Ach
Achohunye,
A.
Kogun would be the past tense of kogun, which would be to decide. Okay. Be tai konlich voor is luck.
Bí
Tá
tai
cúnlaach.
Fúr is luck.
Luck. Okay. That should be konlach. Okay. Voor is luck. A house of straw. No, I was right the first time. Konlich. Okay. Voor is luck, cold and weak. Luck would be weak. Okay. Be tai konlich. Voor is luck. Hamiagiri.
Amíagéirí.
So there we have agiri, like ear, only it's a verbal noun. Agiri. Antai akamsa.
Untie.
Antai
Tai
akamsa.
akamsa.
Avi blah agus lacher.
Avi
Avi
blah.
blah agus lacher.
Okay. I want my house to be warm and strong. Okay. Avi blah agus lacher. Be me a tocha antea.
Bí a toko an tea.
Okay. So I will build Akam antea Akam le slatin.
Slatin.
House with
Only
slats.
Sticks.
Sticks.
Yeah. Slot would be a stick. Slatin would be sticks. Hoke antai echa le slatin.
Okay, and tai
Clonine eka.
le slatin.
Okay. So that's the simple past tense of tok or a tokel. A tokel. Hoke me. Hoke antai echa le slatin. I use kur a dulikin.
I guess
Slatin a
Kulikin.
Dulikin.
And he put kur would be the root verb kur. Dulikin leaves is slatin edavulik.
Erdevulik.
Mulak would be a mulak. The used in various ways. It could be the roof of the house, could be the inside ceiling of a house, could be the top of a mountain. Mulak Nebania, okay, the top of the mountain. So there's all sorts of different ways that it can be used. But August
Agus.
by Jashel Ron
By Jesho.
Deisio.
Ron Esker. Okay?
Ron
Ronesker.
Eska.
It was Jashel, which can be ready or finished. Ron Esker, before afternoon, before evening. Ro on Esker. Ron would be ro on. It's a contraction. Okay. So new words and phrases. Hoshik, Madavraher, Mun Tai Konlich, House of Straw, Luck, Dulikin, Slatin. So I explained all these. So question. Hook Strona Kantai Ekale Konlich, Klaken, or Slatin?
Slatin.
Slatin.
Stronik.
Yeah.
No sticks.
Stronach. Yeah, we're talking about Stronach. Yeah, Stronach. Okay, Slatin. Okay. Jeva Avulach. Klaken, stones, Dulikin, leaves, Slatin, sticks, or Dulikin is Slatin?
Dulikin is Slatin.
Dulikin is Slatin. Okay, leaves and sticks. Kunavan Tai Shronik Jashel. When was the house of Stronach ready or finished?
On
Alphabata?
Esker.
Ron Esker. Yeah, Gleba. All right. Okay. Yeah, okay. Gleba. Okay. Okay, so here's our Jellif, our picture. Okay. Hoshik Stronach mun Kurstantaya. Hoshik Stronach mun Kurstantaya.
Koshik.
Shron Mugan Antaya.
I guess Hoshik a Antoran.
Agus. Hoshik Eon Toran.
Okay, so Stronach walked Munkurst Antaya around his house, and he began the song on Toran. Okay, and it goes Hochmitai le Slatigan is Dulikin.
Hochmitai le Slatigan is Dulikin.
Slatigan is Duligan. Slatigan is Duligan.
Slatigan
Latin
is
is
Duligan.
Duligan,
Slatigan
Slatigan
is
is Duligan.
Duligan.
And
Acomalum na vis ushka aun.
Homa
Coma
luna
lum
bios uska on.
ma vish ushka aun.
Okay. Harcomalum. I don't care. It is indifferent with me, something like that, but means I don't care. If there's rain, okay. Ushka aun, ushka
Ushka
aun.
aun.
Uska on, uska on.
I chitter mis korstel blah.
Bimo
Bimi
tai.
high, chirum
Chirum
portas
is-
is blah.
Korstel is
Blah.
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 Okay. And I should probably take out the is. Okay, it should probably be chirum korstel blah. Okay, okay. Dry, comfortable, warm. Okay, all right. Restron icha.
Rusan eka.
Stran ek.
Okay. Straun ran to him. Nur a kriechnik.
Nura
You are
kriek.
kriek.
Kriechnik would be kriechik, finished. Of Vraher on Toran eka.
Vraher
Mahen
an
on
toren
toren eka.
Yeah, when he finished his song, Velantai aka Jesho Kuchuk.
A vel an tai
Agisa
aket.
kitchik.
Jesho kuchich.
Kuchuk.
Kuchich.
Kitchik.
Uh-huh. Is your house also finished? Yainike.
Yeah, fine it.
Yainike.
He asked, okay. Inch me good,
Inch
Use me
me
yut.
Gunroe Jesho and Kavik.
Gunro.
Gunro and Jesho
Jesho
and
an
Kavik.
Kavik.
Kavik. Yeah. I told you, Inch me good, I told to you, it would be ready in a hurry. Out in Kavik. Out in Kavik in a hurry, okay? Va iet tolicha.
Ba iet tolicha.
Agus lame iet.
Agus
Agus
lame
lame
iet.
And they danced, or they jumped, or leaped. Agus
Jans.
bounce iet, and they danced, okay?
Jan
Is iet kuntai heshvich.
It's
The
re
ruin
iet.
untai
Kuntai.
Heshvich.
Sheshmek.
Heshvich. Okay,
Oh,
so they
Heshvich.
ran to Chesvik's house. Year iet to be a fechen antaya echa.
Year
Year
Yeah,
iet
be a
a
fiken on tire.
Faken
Aka.
an taya eka.
They wanted to be seeing his house.
Mm.
Okay. Okay, new words, komalum, I don't care. Kriech, finish. Root is kriech, okay. Gynik, asked.
Gainik.
Told. Tell to inch do, okay. Lame, jump, or leap. I'll put leap as well. Leap. Okay. Nirvana tine extraun estronik jesho va iet bergat tolicha or baronak.
Polishta.
Tolicha. Uh-huh. Jan de rain iet. What did they do? Jan de rain iet. Kluch aan safark. Snav eravur. Swim in the ocean, play in the park, or ri yantai heshvich.
We on
Free
tire.
on tai heshvik.
Uh-huh. Okay, leva. And so here's the little piggy making his house. Okay. 3 lion,
Tree lion.
3 days, Bashesvak train,
Vasefet
Vasechvak
rain.
train.
Kokol antaya echa.
Antoine
Topo
tai
on
eka.
taya eka.
For 3 days, Shesvak was busy building his house. Yulen a klachen.
You in the clock.
Gulin e klaken.
Yulen would be to carry. He carried stones. Agus vesk a concrete.
Agus veske concrete.
He mixed concrete. Okay. agus Beck Ervek.
Agus
Agus
Becker
be
Beck.
erve.
That's a great little phrase. Little by little. Okay.
Becker Beck.
Hoke Tai Lacher.
Hockey
Hoke
tie.
Tai Lacher.
He built a strong house. Yin and Tai Eka Vogu.
Yin
Man
Tai
tie
Echo
eka
Vo.
for you.
Ooh.
The his house would protect him from wind, ushka.
Ushka
Okay, wind,
is Schneck.
And snow.
rain,
neck.
and snow.
Is
Uh-huh.
Schneck.
Van Doris Fuga.
Van Doris
Doris
Fuja.
Fura.
The door was wood. Is lay raum.
Is Glay
The
Round.
great round.
Maybe. Agus va glas echo lacher.
Agus
glass
Va
Echo
Glass
Lacher.
Echo Lacher.
Okay. Gurik Matikali and Sequoia.
Gurik
Matagali
Matagali
and
Anzakoya.
Sequoia.
Havia a briesje gestech.
Via
A
Brisha step.
Okay.
Briestek a Stek.
But he wouldn't be breaking inside. Okay, Haviek. Okay, that'd be Haviek, a briesje gestech. Okay. Right. So Homelum, Gulian carried Besk, mixed, Beckervek, Ian, protected, Schneck. Okay, Havie Briestic, Viege. Okay. Okay, I'll put Vieg. He would not break in. Okay. Right, okay. But Shesvik Atoko Antaya Eka Ekasa, his house, that SE at the end is an emphatic. Okay. Lay Isk, lay Slaten, lay Duliken, no Clocken.
Like
Clacken.
Clacken.
Like Clocken. Isk would be fish. He didn't build it with fish. Or Slaten, or sticks and leaves, but with Clocken. Okay. But on Doris Traum, Va or Haro.
Va.
Va.
Va. Okay. Van Glas on Doris Lacher. Va or Haro.
Va.
Okay. Va. Okay. Glass would be a lock, the lock on the door. Okay, glass. Okay.
It was strong.
Ali, a briestuk, a stech, Havi, or B.
Heavy.
Havi. Okay. I'll put Vieg. Okay. Vieg. Okay. I'm Bieg. Okay. With the wolf, Matik Ali. Okay. Literally a wild dog. Matik is an old word for dog. Okay, so Matik Ali means literally or originally something like a wild dog. Ali would be wild. Okay. All right. Okay. So here we go. Okay. Lorik Straun Astronik am Braher.
Lorik Straun. Stronic Braher. A Cooper Aaron tie.
An over air.
Tai Eka. So
And
Straun
tie eka.
follow Lorik, okay, Braher, their brother, okay, not the brother, but their brother, working on his house. Jehu Atoko.
Toko.
What are you building? Gainik Eatley Unuk more.
Yanni Gile Uret more.
More. They asked with great surprise. Unuk would be wonder or surprise. Hey, Kolakri Kashto.
Hey,
Kolak
Ricastro.
It is like Kolak Ri, a castle. Okay. Kanyele Kolakri Tai Ekmuk Vek.
Kanyele Kolak Mukvek.
Vek. Okay. It's not like the house of a little pig. Hamiagiri Tai Kolakri Kashto.
Hamisha Agiri
Tai
Tai Kolak Ricastro.
I want a house like a castle. First Shesvak.
Push
First
Seshvak.
That's what
That's-
said. Agus lenne air
Agus lenne
Agus
air.
lenne air.
continued.
October.
Len would be to follow. Len air would be to continue, or people used to say to follow on. Okay, a coper. He continued working. Okay, a coper. Be me salvacha on an castel.
Be me salacha on a castle.
I will be safe in a castle. Gokinchich,
Gun kinship.
Kinchik.
nach elu adol,
Nahel
Nakel
udol.
adol.
yan kokach rikuchigan.
Yan
Koka
koka
rikuchigan.
rikuchigan.
Certainly, Gokinchich, okay? Aren't you going, nach elu adol, yan kokach, to war? Kokach would be war. Rikuchigan, with somebody, against somebody, okay? Aren't you going to war with somebody? Okay. Yea, strown.
Yea, strown.
Uh-huh. Past tense of a which would be to yell. Okay, strown. Agus yar angias aka.
Agus yar angias
Yeah.
aka.
Aka.
Or agus agarsta and keen.
Gumor
Gumor,
agus
Asha,
agarsta
and
and keen.
And keen.
Okay, so yar laughed angias aka. The two of them. Gias is a word that refers to a pair or two. Okay, gias aka. Two of them. Gumor.
A lot.
A lot. Okay. I was gonna say arshta and keen at the at literally meaning at the height of their heads. We translated something like at the top of their voices or something like that. Okay. Like arshta and keen, arshta keen. Okay. Atakur chesvik ara.
Agus who is just
That's my back.
Chesvik, not pay attention. Kur ara. Okay. Ara would be attention. Okay. Lene er atokal antaya eka.
Lene air.
So we've seen this before. Len air to continue building his house is Hene and Toran show.
Pain.
and Toran show.
Toran show.
Uh-huh. Shane, Hain would be the past tense of Shane, to sing. And this
Pain.
is
And Toran.
Toran, okay? It's Misha Much Glich.
Is Meshamuk. Glee. Glee. Glee.
Wait.
I'm a yeah, it is
Smart, smart.
a pig, wise, okay? Okay. Hoch mitai le klachen lacher.
Hook me tie and clock and watcher.
Okay, I built a house with strong stones. Chavi based iach,
Abi beest hier.
here.
briesje gestech,
A briefstuk. A stek.
lana eicha.
La no
Lano
aika.
aika,
La
lano
no
aika.
aika.
Okay, so a wild beast will not break inside day or night.
Day or night.
No aika, lana eicha. Okay. J based iach. Dynamic stroud. Okay.
J
What-
B three. No, you get so.
Yeah, Dynamic stroud. Tricky word to say. Iach. Three.
Ja,
Yeah.
yeah.
Iach.
Yeah.
Ja, yeah.
They based iach.
J beest hier.
Yeah.
Dynamic stronach.
Yeah.
Matikali
Stone.
Olive more.
Matikali, the wolf.
A
More
matakali more.
More.
old,
Ook.
the great evil wolf. The
Oak.
more would be great or big, giant, and oak would be evil. Matakali more oak. Okay. So here we have new words and phrases. Okay. And so question, first round is Stronach. Gunro Tai Heshvik Colloquy Òran, Colloquy Castro, Colloquy Brog.
Well,
Picasso.
Wasn't like Òran, bread. Wasn't like a shoe. Was like a Hain Seanfhacal. Be Matic Ali. So Seanfhacal sang. Matic Ali a bríiste stek. Havi Matic Ali a bríiste stek. Be me a Jennifer party and mora.
Harvey Mon a bracelet stick.
Aha, Havi Matic Ali a bríiste stek. Okay, Gleba. Okay. Here's that picture. Okay. Shall, which means to look. Ekel air ron matikali. Ekel air. Okay. Fear on him. Fear is on something. Ekel orum. I am afraid. Ekel air. He is afraid. Ron vatikali. And you're afraid before something. Okay. So before the wolf. He's afraid of the wolf. Okay. Okay. Hi gorach.
I got him.
Gorach. Great word, means foolish, silly. Chanil matli on show.
Daniel
Daniel
Matakali
Matakali. Down and show. Eater.
One of my favorite expressions.
At all.
At all. Okay, so Matakali is not here at all. Kohula mumatakali on show, her strown.
Hula Moo Man on show.
Matakali on show. So who heard Kohula mum about the wolf here? Okay. Bishin gevrepach agus gevulach. Her strong. We will come and beat him, Stronach said. Okay, brave little pig. Okay, when the wolf isn't there, of course. Okay, and here we have the vrepach. And so, if you remember the lesson that we talked about the pronoun as the object of the verbal noun, here we see it at work. Vrepach. We will be at his kicking, agus gavulu, at his beating. Okay. As Yar and Gias Aka.
Yeah, and Jesus
Aka.
The two of them laughed. Hala, her strown.
Hala.
her strong.
Okay, that's a great little word. Hala means get out of here. Okay. Agus Kai et er falaf.
Agus Kai
Tai
Falaf. A Shane agus a Garakan.
Shane agus a Gaelic.
Okay, so like Yar, a Garakan, okay, laughing, singing and laughing. Haniel Ekel Oram Vatik Ali, how Haniel Ekel Oram. I'm not afraid of the wolf. Matikali.
Matiali.
Riaf. Okay. Whoever saw the wolf. Okay. A Matikali. Okay. All right. Okay. Whoever saw it. Okay. Okay. So Shmunik Straun is Stronach. Leak, Gorak, Feragak, Tolacha.
Gorak.
By Gorak, okay? And ro Ekel Straun is Stronach, Ron Vatik Ali, Va Haro.
Harov.
Okay? On Kula Straun is Stronach, Mun Vatik Ali Riav. Had they ever heard of the wolf? Kula nor Chachula. They heard, okay, or they didn't hear.
Hula, I think.
No, Chachula. Okay. I say right here. Chochunika matikali. Okay. So, though literally it says whoever saw. Okay. Strown asked, Kohula. Now, who heard? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Gleva. Okay. So that's our episode with the Trì Mucan Beaga, Anok. Next week we'll come back for the next episode. Okay. All right. So, all right. So I just want to make this a little bit bigger so we can. All right. Okay. So, Gaelic spot up here in the corner. Oh, I can't highlight it, but anyway, up here, a spot Colliery Christian Anok.
Collery
Collery
Christian and
Christian.
all.
It's in a mock.
Spot is with Colliery together with Christian Anok tonight. Anok. Okay. Ha da yapi aun.
Ha da lapian.
Yeah.
2 beds.
There are 2 beds. Okay. A hook spot lesh. Poke.
On hook
Uh,
spot
spot
less.
Flesh,
Okay. Poke. Kato ekahane.
On
Okay.
paka egahane.
But Spot brought with him a poke cattle. Okay, so here's the poke cattle, the sleeping bag. Poke cattle. Okay. Ekahane, his own sleeping bag. I guess Buchan. So the flashlight, Buchan. Okay. The flashlight. Okay. Let's see where a spot adol akato on an lar. Spot
A spada do hakala elalar.
okay. Spot is going to sleep on the floor. The lar would be the floor. I give a spot.
Okay, boss. Well,
I give a spot.
good night.
he throws the ball at him.
Okay. So here we have the Michigan.
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 Okay, the calendar. Mias would be a month. Miaskan would be a derivative of a calendar. Okay, here we have Lunastol. Anybody know what month Lunastol is?
Is it August?
August. Very good. August. Yeah. Okay. And the Jace Eicha. Eicha. You know the literally the suit of the night. Okay.
Pajamas.
Pajamas. Okay. A clock or a glock.
Rook. Clock.
Clock.
9 o'clock.
Radio.
Radio. Radio.
The board Yapa.
Borscht Lapa.
The what do you call it? Well, literally the bed table. Okay. What would you call that in English?
Nightstand.
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 Nightstand. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, one of my favorite words, sloppigan.
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 Slippers, sloppigan.
Sloppigan.
Sheeta,
Okay.
sheeta, eat. Okay. And a placha, which would be a blanket. In Gaelic, well, in English, a plaid very often refers to the pattern. Okay. In Gaelic, a placha is a blanket, and of course, very very often a tartan blanket, but refers to the blanket. Okay. Yapi ishol.
Papi Iso.
Okay, so that's the lower bed. Okay. Okay. Arag.
Arag.
Okay, the ladder. Okay. Cluasak.
Who's that? Pillow.
The pillow. Okay. And it's derived from cluas, which would be the ear. Okay, so it's literally something like the ear thing, the ear thingy. Okay. Okay. Down here on the floor, Spot has some briskagen.
Briskagen.
Cookies. Rat ular.
Rat ular.
Okay. A rug. Okay, a rug. Brat ular could be either a little rug like this or an entire floor covering, like wall-to-wall carpet. Okay. Armor.
Armor.
To be the tub.
Bathtub.
Yeah. Armor can also refer to like a pool, like or a pond. Okay. Tulch.
Pooch.
Push.
a towel, a frosser,
A frosser.
shower. Okay. Frost can also refer to like a shower outside, a shower of rain, you know, a light rain. Okay. Kushtir,
Kuster.
curtain. Okay. Pressa,
Cressa.
and we've encountered
Yeah.
pressa before. So pressa, and in here it's what do you call this in English? The
Medicine cabinet.
yeah, the medicine cabinet. Yeah, so it's just a pressa. Okay, you know the cabinet. Okay, Brush Iachlin,
Push.
Mucan.
Toothbrush.
toothbrush. Yeah. Okay, Stew Iachlin,
Stew. Freaking. Toothpaste.
toothpaste. Yeah, a gok,
Oh, go.
you know the faucet. Sheepan,
Sheepan. Soap.
soap. Okay, Mies.
Yes.
This also called the sink, SINC. Okay, paper,
Paper.
Paper.
toilet.
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 Okay, okay, and kota yapa,
Kota lampa.
lepa. Okay, the bathrobe.
Bathrobe.
Literally the bed coat. Okay, but we'd call it a bathrobe. Okay, at ushka.
Uska.
Okay, the water cap, the water hat. Again, what do you call it? I'm
Shower.
losing
Shower cap.
Catholic, but I'm losing. Yeah. What do you call it in English?
Shower
Shower
cap.
A shower cap. Yeah, shower cap. At ushka. Okay. Doon,
Doing.
the hook. Also, the same word that's used for a fishing hook. Okay. Sorry. A polkadroma.
Oh, focus.
Drama.
Polkadroma. A backpack. Okay. So polka would be the pack, like right here, poke cattle, and droma would be for back. Dream. Droma would be the genitive, pakadroma. Okay, all right. And as I said, week 26 for the complete book. And I think this takes us all the way through Spot's world. Okay, all right. Bleva. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Any questions?
No.
Okay, all right. Okay, Lore More Spot. Spot's great book. Okay, and this is a great reference for very commonly used words around us. Okay, so anyway, Gul Isha Gul E.
I have a question.
Yes.
I know you mentioned it. I don't know if it was last time or the time before, but there was a website where you can find these books. Do you remember what website it was?
Oh, where you can find these books?
Right.
Okay, yeah, I'll send it to you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, there's a couple websites, and I'll send it to you along with explanations, and I'll just send it to everybody. Okay.
Okay.
But,
Thank you.
know, with the couple links. All right. Okay. And there's I hate to say this, but there's a way that you can pay for them, or a way that you can get some of them for free.
Well, I know you mentioned it a couple classes ago, and I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. So
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'll send you.
I figured I'd remember, but I didn't.
Yeah. A 20-character URL. I'm gonna remember that. Yeah. Okay. All righty. Okay. Well, let's go back to share. And I'll try to share the sound. Hopefully, we'll be able to do this. Okay. Okay. So first we'll go Gul Isha Gul E. Okay. She is my love. And literally something like she is my love. She is my love. Okay. Gul E. Okay. Isha would be the emphatic. Okay. And the vocative. Now, when we get to the vocative and the sound, just kind of hum along. Okay. It's very difficult to follow. Okay. But after a while, you get the gist of it. So, Gul Isha Gul E.
Gul Isha Gul E.
Yeah, she is my love. She is my love. Gul Anna.
Gul Arana.
Anna,
Ian Neil.
And Neil.
Neil.
Nick on
Nick and Neil.
The daughter of Neil. So love for Anna, Gul Air. Okay. Do we know how to say I love you? Okay. Okay.
Gul,
You.
Akam.
Okay. Gul
Gul,
Akam
Orsht.
I love
Okay.
yourself.
Akam
Okay.
Orsht.
I love
Uh,
you.
is my love on you. Literally. Okay. My love is on you, or I love you. Okay. All right. So and gul, you have gul. So
Gul.
akam, it's my love. Okay. And it's on you. So very seldom do we say we have a verb that says, I love something. Yeah, your love is on something. Okay, all right, okay, all right. So anyway, so this is to make sense of this gul er Anna. Okay, love on Anna. So I love Anna. Okay, all right. So and as I pointed out last week, we're jumping points of view. So here we have presumably the young man speaking, okay, I love Anna. And here we have Anna speaking, and she's talking about herself. And then the last two lines, we go back to Gul Ish, she's my love, okay, right. And the young man is speaking again. So anyway, and Anna says, me dulach me down.
You do lick me down.
Down.
Okay, right here translates my hair is curly and brown. Okay, literally it's more like I am curly headed and brown haired. It's more like that. I mean, if you want a more literal translation, mi marchuich an Kyle. Mi marchuich an Kyle.
Okay.
Like a cuckoo in a wood. Okay. Mi marchuich an Kyle. Okay, so you have to know what a cuckoo is, but a cuckoo is a songbird. Okay. Okay. A very pretty small bird. A songbird. Mi marshmorach an crave.
Marshmallow and Grave.
Boy.
Okay. I am like a thrush in a tree, in the tree. Okay. It shouldn't be on crew, it's on crew. Okay. In a tree. A thrush. A thrush is a songbird also. Me, gebirhulik, bean.
Me
Okay.
can give
Gebirhulik,
bean.
okay. My eyes are sharp. Birchulik. I am sharp-eyed, bean, sweet-voiced. Okay, bean is a word that means sweet, but in reference to sound. Bean. Han Toran bean. The song is sweet on Òran. Okay, okay. Me kummer, me cruin.
No, Cruin.
Me crewing.
Okay. I am shapely, and humor is crewing and curvy. Okay, shapely and curvy. Okay, okay. What do you call that in English? We have a phrase, a full-bodied woman, something like that. Okay. Me torach me traum.
Me check me from.
Torach me traum. I am fertile. Okay. Me traum. And pregnant. I'm heavy with child. Right here it's translated kind of clumsily. I'm heavy with child. Traum can mean heavy. It can also mean sad, but it can also mean pregnant. So, and those meanings don't necessarily have anything to do with each other. Okay. Okay. Except traum for heavy and for pregnant
we have the phrase in English, not used so much anymore, heavy with child. So there we have kind of a parallel usage, okay? I'm heavy with child. Mi torach mi traum. Chanaun le balach moraum.
Anan.
Not with a boy, literally a boy, but translated here as an ordinary lad. Is my pregnancy, is my child, moraum. Right here, moraum, my pregnancy, but referring to the child, it's not with an ordinary lad, okay? Ach leschen lasker gown. Ach leschen lasker, okay? But with the hero, the brown-haired hero, gown, down, brown-haired. Remember in Gaelic when we refer to a person's color, we're referring to their hair color. Okay. Macfir Valanan long.
Macfir long.
Okay, son of the Lord of the ships. Mac son, fear. Fair can refer to a man, it can refer to one, or it could refer to, sometimes in these old songs, refers to the a lord or a laird or a leader. Okay. Fear Valanan long. Okay. Lesh an Gierach na Swain.
Flesh and
With whom warriors would rise. Okay. Would rise, Gierach. Okay. So would rouse the warriors, the swain. Okay. Who can drink plenty. And that's a line that's been lost in the Gaelic. I don't think it's in the Gaelic song, so I deleted it. I'll leave it out there. But who can drink plenty? Okay. Real heroes. Okay. Guli Shaguli.
Gul ish gul e.
Gul Ana Ninil. Okay, love for on Anna. Right here in English, we would say for Anna, daughter of Neil. Okay, all right, okay. Yeah, and right here a little note about how we have the shift of the point of view. First Anna, what's his name? Macfir Valanan long, the son of the Lord of the ship. And so that's him speaking at the beginning and at the end, and in the middle we have Anna speaking. Okay, she's kind of bragging about herself. All right, okay, all right. So let's see if we can get anything going with this. Can you hear that?
Not yet.
Can you hear that?
No.
No.
Okay, okay. Oh boy, this is so frustrating. I don't know. What do we got? It's like the microphone. Microphone, yeah, okay. Phones. Let's go.
Oh, sounded like it was almost gonna happen.
Did you hear that?
No.
No, I can't hear you. Did you hear that? When I
No.
just played it? Huh? No? Okay, let's see. Lisa, you were able to play it for us before. Would you mind trying?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Okay. My sound is kukalach. Kukalach, great word. Wonky.
I have to open the file. Let's see.
Okay, yeah. Kukalach, yeah. Okay. And then when you do the share, remember to click the little share sound button.
Oops, now I lost the Zoom. Where'd it go? Too many windows open. See if it'll work. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah, we see it. Okay, now try this.
Sound working?
That's good, yeah. Okay.
Thought of me down
Flavor. Okay. All right. Okay. Top a lot. Okay. So Gaol Ise, Gaol Ise. Okay. Great little song. Okay. Probably a walking song. Okay. Sung when people were walking the plaid. Have I shown you a presentation on walking?
You did, yes, a long time ago.
A long time ago. Maybe I'll come back to that next week. That'll be interesting. Okay. That's a fun little presentation. It's how how the plaids were made. Okay, how they processed wool. Okay, and gave rise not only the art form of the tartan and the plaids, and the very utilitarian object, cultural object, the plaid, but also the art form of the walking, what's called the walking song. And it's not walking as in taking a walk, but walking, WAULKING, to walk the tartan, to walk the plaid, to work it. Okay, so
The
anyway,
fabric,
the fabric, yeah,
the fabric, to make it shrink,
yeah,
stink.
shrink, and tighten it up,
Yeah.
So and just as a little side, and of course that's how they get Harris tweed, which is amazingly resistant to wind. I have a Harris tweed coat that I've taken with me to Scotland, and you stand out in a fierce north wind, and the wind doesn't get through it at all. I mean,
Oh,
you're
wow.
even though it seems like it would be a very thin coat, but but it's so tightly woven. So anyway, so all right, okay. Well, any questions or points of interest or anything like that? Okay.
That's
Well,
good.
as usual, I'll post everything. Okay. And probably by tomorrow. You know, it takes me, yeah, takes the system a little while to process the video and all that. And but anyway, all right. Okay. Well, Aikava Hula Dunya. I guess he.
Akava,
Jerry.
Jerry.
Cheery.
Cheery.